Sum to product formulas. As you see, four formulas in this category is the left-hand side is in the sum or the difference form, and the right-hand side in the product form. The first one, or the formula number 5, is sine of angle alpha plus sine of angle beta is 2 times sine of a half of the sum of alpha and beta multiplied by cosine of a half of angle alpha minus beta. Next one, sine of alpha minus sine of beta is 2 times cosine of a half of the sum of angle alpha and beta times sine of a half of the difference of angle alpha and angle beta. Number 7, the sum of the cosine angle alpha and the cosine of angle beta is 2 times cosine of a half of the sum of alpha and beta times cosine of a half of the difference alpha and beta. And the last formula, or the formula number 8, is the difference of cosine of angle alpha and cosine of angle beta in the form of -2 times sine of a half of the sum of alpha and beta times sine of a half of the difference alpha and beta. Let's see examples. Number 4, we're going to verify the sum formula. Number 7, for alpha equals 30 degrees and beta equals 90 degrees. The left-hand side of the formula number 7 is cosine alpha plus cosine beta. And the right-hand side is 2 times cosine of a half of the sum alpha and beta times cosine of a half of the difference of the alpha and beta. Let's work on the first, on the left-hand side expression and evaluate the value after we replacing alpha with 30 degrees and beta with 90 degrees. So cosine alpha plus cosine beta is the cosine of 30 degrees plus cosine of 90 degrees. From the right triangle diagram, in a quick way, we locate 30 degrees, 60 degrees. The adjacent is square root 3, opposite is 1, and hypotenuse is 2. The cosine of 30 degrees is adjacent over hypotenuse. For the cosine 90 degrees is 0. Next, we're gonna replace the value in here. The cosine 30 degrees, square root 3 over 2, and then plus 0. The result is square root 3 over 2, or the value of the left-hand side expression. Next one, we're gonna work on the right-hand side expression, and to show that the two values must be the same. The left-hand side, 2 times cosine alpha plus beta over 2 times cosine of alpha minus beta divided by 2. Replace it with the cosine as cosine of 30 degrees plus 90 degrees divided by 2 times cosine of 30 degrees minus 90 degrees divided by 2. Simplify as much as we can, becomes 2 times cosine 30 plus 90, that's 120. 120 degrees divided by 2 becomes 60 degrees. And then the second one, the cosine of the difference gonna be negative 60 degrees, and then divided by 2 becomes negative 30 degrees. The cosine of the negative angle, as we recall, this is the cosine is an even function. For an even function, the cosine of negative x is the same as cosine x. Therefore, the expression can be simplified to be cosine of 60 degrees times cosine of 30 degrees. So the negative sign will be disappeared for an even function. From the right triangle diagram that we used earlier, cosine of 60 degrees is 1 over 2. Cosine 30 degrees is square root 3 over 2. Next, we're going to replace the numbers. Cosine 60 degrees, 1 over 2, multiplied by cosine 30 degrees, square root 3 over 2. Multiplication tells us 2 and 2 reduce, and then the number returns as square root 3 over 2, which is the same as the value of the left-hand side expression.